The other day, I was on a search. I was looking for an answer only this device could tell me. And then there it was, my old computer. This is where I find the answer. This is where I ask my question.
Tell me you're the phantom I follow to the end of the earth fall. Yeah, everybody picked over by the worms and wet fishes.
If you were to ask my younger self where he thought he'll be at 24, I'm sure he would have said something along the lines of playing video games. And then that would have been it. And yes, that is still slightly true, but that's not all. Let's look at the facts. At 16, I started playing tennis. It's interesting because I was basically just sticks and bones at that age. No meat, but I still swung that thing. It was also the year when I got my first professional camera. I don't have it anymore, but that decision changed my life. At 18, I graduated high school and went to college. First generation, first dorm, first time realizing how quiet homesickness can feel. At 18 and a half, I joined my first community organization. Which is funny because I hated clubs in high school and I can never imagine myself being a part of one. 18 and a half was the start of a new me. As cliche as that sounds. Through the ages of 19 through 22, I started discovering who I am. Though I didn't realize it then, as I ventured through those years, I discovered how much I learned and experienced that kind of brought me to that revelation. Those were good years. But now at 24, I can safely say I've lost it. I recently went on a trip to Vietnam. Yeah, Hammy Bom? While I was there, I learned a few things. I learned that I'm only scratching the surface of who I really am. There's so much out there, and I just haven't experienced it yet. I learned how important it is to be around people who unconditionally love you. I was surrounded by family members and strangers who were there with me, experiencing what I was experiencing for the first time, taking it all in. I've never felt more loved. I learned I need to do the things I love regardless of what anyone says. I stared at that intro for so long, contemplating whether it's worth it to put out, itching at the thought of what others might think. But I landed on one thing. Who cares? I make a lot of this stuff for me, and I think that may be the best aspect about myself. I used to think that I needed to appeal to everyone. I didn't want to make people upset or cringe at the things that I did, and so I made sure I didn't. Postgrad has given me the opportunity to do so much more, but these thoughts still cloud my mind. Who am I? I'd like to think that now at 24, I'll start moving in a direction that will help me answer that question. I didn't imagine myself doing all this creative stuff when I was a kid. Who would, right? I mean, look at me. I'm so handsome. But as I sit here reflecting on the years before, I think about how life moves pretty fast. I didn't stop and look around once in a while, and so I missed it. I look at this board filled with memories and experiences, and I think about how genuinely surprising it is that I went through this. Like, these things happened to me, which is crazy because as a kid, I would have never imagined, you know. I don't know who I am yet, but who knows? Maybe I'll figure it out at 25.